What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another highly combustible reaction. We're jumping into something awesome. What are the Dutch really like? We know what the Dutch are really like by now. If you enjoy it, definitely get over So Dating Beyond Borders. Let's see what they got to say about the subject. Yeah, let's go. See what we got.
I'll be there at 9 o'clock, and if someone's 10 minutes late, I'm like, why are you late?
I'm having a steak for lunch. I'm like, no, take some bread from home, get a piece of cheese.
Take some bread and get a piece of cheese. I know some people in the Discord that identify with that.
Like, why are you late?
I'm having a steak for lunch. I'm like, no, take some bread from home, get a piece of cheese, maybe butter, and then, yeah, perfect.
You've seen someone only once and you meet them again. It's, like you're the best friend. How are you? Oh, come here, kind of hug. Okay, come on.
Dutch stereotypes. We've all heard them. Incredibly tall, blonde people who ride bikes, wear clogs, eat a ton of cheese and hagelslag, and smoke a
I can say that a lot of that is true, though.
whole lot of weed in that one city they all live in.
That one
Amsterdam.
city, that's true.
Dutch are also said to be the most rude people out there who have zero filter. They're also stingy. Dutch are all for saving every single penny. No one is more of a sucker for a bargain in Europe than the Dutch. So how accurate are these stereotypes according to the Dutchies themselves? Which are so incredibly true that all the Dutch people swear by them? And which are more on the false side? I went to Amsterdam and Utrecht. Yes, I know, there is another city besides Amsterdam. To find
There's a bunch of other cities.
out just that.
In case
What
you
is
didn't
one
know.
Dutch stereotype that you actually agree with?
You're the Dutch.
I mean, the man is twice your size and riding a bicycle. There's a couple things to be said there.
This is what we think of. The Dutch. You definitely have the Dutch look.
They are always very direct.
I agree with that. I'm quite direct.
Are you both direct, would you say?
Yes.
Very.
Very. In which way?
In every way, I think.
Well, first we say something and then we think about it.
Yeah, we can.
We're
be,
both
yeah.
direct. Yeah,
Like
definitely.
in which way? Like if I ask your opinion, you'll tell me what you think.
Yeah.
We'll be completely honest.
Yeah.
Are you direct, both of you?
Not always, no.
I've heard that I am, so yeah, I'm direct.
In which sense? Do you tell people what you think?
Always. Always. I'm just honest.
I also love that about our culture. We just say what we think.
I see it as a good thing because you know what to expect of people, but different cultures it could come off as rude as well. I don't know, Asian cultures I'd say.
This Dutch directness can be sometimes perceived as rudeness by foreigners.
Yeah. Oh yeah, certainly.
Absolutely.
Certain foreigners. This foreigner knows that it's more... It's more, I don't know, I think it's more respectful in a way. It's a little blunt sometimes, some things that are said. And there are some people that say the things that come to their mind before they actually registers in their mind what they're saying. But I've never, like in the Discord, our little group that we have, nobody ever just jumps in and is blatantly rude or blatantly says something. It's just, I don't know. It took some getting used to at first, but I definitely have an appreciation for it now. It lets me see just how many people in the world are just lying to your face.
When people say that Dutch people are rude, I can imagine.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Roger.
Roger. In Dutch, how do you say it?
Rogier.
Rogier. I really can't do the
You can
Dutch
do that.
accent. If you don't like something that someone is doing, would you tell them directly?
Yeah, I would.
When you asked about the archetypes, I was like, should I say that we're really direct? But I don't feel it that way, actually. I am really going like this, like, I know what you mean, but... So I personally don't recognize it.
What do you think about like the British way of saying, oh, excuse me, sorry, could I please tell you?
It's probably a good thing, to be well-mannered. Being overly direct is not always good because it comes with the conflict.
When you see other very direct Dutch people, does that bother you?
It closes me, I'm like, whoa, you're really direct. That's a bit hard to say, but it's not really my type of people.
Listen, if a Dutch person is disturbed by the directness of another Dutch person, they must be overly direct. Like, he must just...
Cultures like to tend to talk around it because not to hurt anyone, and we don't like the fluffiness.
So you don't want to waste someone's time by going around the issue, right?
Yeah, certainly.
You probably say right away whether you like something or you don't like something, or you would say to someone whether something is good or bad. That could come off as very blunt as well if you say, yeah, that's not good. I think Dutch people don't like it when people try to hide things from you. They would like to know things straight up. And otherwise they would see it maybe as ingenuine.
Okay, so if someone says, I love you, oh my God, you're so great.
We would never say that. I mean, I would never say that.
How do you feel when Americans or British people express themselves? Because they're not direct.
Sometimes it's difficult to get to the point. Wondering, what do you mean? Get to the point. Tell me. What?
Time is valuable. Spit it out. Say what's on your mind. Let somebody know. I think the directness thing is a huge plus. Honestly, I really, truly do. Who? I don't need you to blow smoke up my ass or make me feel better, powder my feet. I don't need none of that. Like, just let me know how it is. Lay it out there. If I do something stupid, tell me it was stupid.
What's it?
And the American people are more, for me, a little bit more fake. Because if you go in there, if you go to in America, you go in the shop, you always want, oh, how are you doing? Do you have a nice day?
Yes.
They don't care about the answer. They just ask kind of politeness, but they don't care.
So you don't like it?
I don't like the Americans, no.
Do you like Americans in general?
No.
When I was visiting the US, I also felt like when you enter a store, they're like, hey, how are you doing? And then I was like,
Do I know you?
hello? Sorry?
Is it too much?
It's too much.
It's too
for
much.
us.
Wow, it's so normal for us that people are over like that. Oh, hey, like they haven't seen you in a long time, but they've never seen you before. It's very interesting. You guys have made me see that we also overuse the word love. We overdo it a lot. Americans are on the top. We love to be right up there and friendly and buddy with everybody. And that's not the case all the time. You shouldn't be that way. Like, you can't just... I don't know. Who's ever going to actually tell you that something is wrong if you're just constantly, like, fake positive? How you going to know if someone's ever having a bad day? You can't just... Oh, we coddle people. We coddle even adults now.
Yeah, I think they hold a mask maybe sometimes and be
All
like
the
really
time?
nice, but not really. I don't know.
It's a masquerade.
Can be.
Life
If
is
a
a
Dutch person is
masquerade.
nice to you, then
Yeah.
it's like sincere. I
Yeah,
feel.
for me, it sometimes feels a bit ungenuine. Somebody saying, oh, well, no, I really like it. And then you get this feeling that it's not really true.
I have a lot of English clients, and I have to type really long sentences to get across. And sometimes I'm like, man, I just want to say yes and no.
Okay, if you want something very easy, you can ask it directly to your boss. There's no hierarchy.
So if you don't like something, you can tell your boss, I don't like
Yeah.
this idea.
Yeah, absolutely. In America, for example, if I say something, it was okay, that would be a 4 out of 10 in America. But here it would be could be a 7 or 8 out of 10.
You've seen someone only once and you meet them again. It's, oh, like you're the best friend. How are you? Oh, come here, kind of hug. Okay, come on.
If you don't like somebody, we just tell them.
Doesn't that hurt?
No, the other way around.
No, it's easier.
Really?
Yes.
So if someone says like, you look bad today,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, if you spend a whole day with somebody you don't like, look around how many nice people are here, then you can spend your time better than that.
They always complain about everything, about the weather or other people.
They always complain.
Oh, yeah, about
Really?
everything.
Yeah.
About the weather, about the crowd.
Yeah, there's the weather twice already. That is a known fact. That is definitely not myth. You all love to talk about the damn weather.
About everything, yes.
Is it because the weather is quite terrible, or is it just the style of people?
It's so good living in Holland, so you complain about everything. When we're in another country, you can always pick out the Dutch.
Really, how can you notice the Dutch? How do they stand out?
The tourists in another country, the way they're dressed, you know, the what they wear, how they behave, always complaining. Oh, look, the coffee's here, €4. Always complaining.
Most of the people eat cheese and sandwich
Facts.
for lunch. They just take bread and they put a slice of cheese on it and they put another bread and it's a sandwich. It's good. It's good enough for lunch. You eat 1 or 2 and it's okay. Nobody complains. Everybody thinks it's okay.
With butter and mayonnaise.
With butter.
Butter or mayonnaise.
Then you're a real Dutch guy.
Why go for lunch and have something warm? I don't get it, because in the evening you are also eating warm. Yeah, I'm having a steak.
What's wrong with wanting warm? What's wrong with wanting your food hot? What is wrong with hot food? There ain't nothing wrong with it. Eggs and bacon for breakfast, something hot for lunch, something hot for dinner. There's nothing wrong with going hot all day. You need bread and cheese. Bread and cheese. Oh, I gotta make my lunch for tomorrow. Let me grab the bread. Oh, and the cheese. I'm telling you, I've seen more bread and cheese eating in the Discord than I've seen anything else. Maybe y'all should stop and take a chance and have a steak. Go for a steak lunch one day and tell me that you don't like it. It's okay to allow yourself 3 warm meals per day. It is.
perfect for lunch. You're like, no, you just take some bread from home, get a piece of cheese, maybe butter, and then perfect. For a reason, we're the biggest people on earth,
Peanut butter also.
Listen, maybe I need to eat more bread and cheese because I'm definitely not the tallest person on earth. Maybe it can still help me. Maybe I still got a chance.
We're really Dutch.
Yeah, peanut butter with hagelslag. Yeah. For the Dutch people watching, hagelslag, it's the best. Oh. Yeah, that's also typical Dutch. Ja, dat is jammer. Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. Yeah, her whole bike bag just dropped in. Yeah. Springen.
Are there no heroes that are going to jump into the canal and get the bag for her? Anyone? Crickets?
Have you had any culture shocks upon arriving here?
When I arrived to this country, I came here to do a master's. There was orientation. They gave away free lunches. I remember going to the cafeteria, grabbing my bagged lunch and going to the table, and I open up the bagged lunch. I look inside, it's a sandwich, but there's something missing. So I went back to the table and I asked the lady, can I get a new sandwich because there's something missing? And she looked at it and she was like, nope, that's your sandwich. It was a slice of cheese in between 2 slices of bread. And that was my introduction to the Netherlands.
What is one stereotype that you don't
cheese,
agree
man.
with about Dutch people?
Ooh.
Stereotype.
In other countries, people say we are German.
Yeah.
Everybody from the Netherlands hates it when everybody say we sound like German. We hate it. Don't say it.
German.
We're not German, we're Dutch.
When you're abroad, everyone says like, oh, you're from Amsterdam, you smoke weed, but I never smoke weed.
I think people do like illegal things more, and if stuff is not illegal anymore, it's not as exciting anymore.
True.
Mainly in Amsterdam area, city areas, and for sure tourists.
Yeah, the tourists are going to want to go there because a lot of tourists aren't from places where it's legal. Once it gets legalized, there's less of a draw to it. It's like people only like Cuban cigars because they're illegal in America. That's the only reason. Dominican Republic cigars taste just the same, but because it has that taboo slapped on it, everybody wants some. So I can totally see that the residents probably aren't doing it as much as everybody thinks. Sure, every country's got their weed smokers, be it legal or illegal. It's going to be the same thing when you legalize it. Either that or it's going to turn a lot of people off from it because they don't have the taboo stamped on it anymore.
That come to Amsterdam, smoke a lot of weed, but the average Dutch person does not smoke weed, no.
I've met a few of them that do, and I have met a whole bunch of them that don't.
Being on time and very punctual and planning. If we have a meeting or just like a casual
planning,
just
for
a
sure.
date at 9 o'clock, I'll be there at 9 o'clock. And if someone's 10 minutes late, I'm like, why are you late? So I think that's a bit Dutch, maybe.
Yeah.
Everything is on time and on schedule, and also the buses and the trains and
You have a saying something like, just being yourself is crazy enough. Is
Yeah.
that true?
That's true, yeah.
How do you say it in Dutch?
Doe maar gewoon, dan doe je al gek genoeg.
Yeah, my mother always used to say that.
Doe maar gewoon.
Yeah.
Act normal.
Yeah, act normal and then that's enough.
Yeah, that's typical Dutch.
That's typical Dutch. Yeah.
What does that really mean? What does that come down to?
Don't do anything that's not normal.
For example, if you look at the terrace and you would sit there and you would order a bottle of champagne, then all people around you would thinking something of it.
Yeah.
Why would you order a bottle of champagne?
Yeah.
Do normal.
Behave normal.
And what is being normal? Ordering a bottle of cheap wine.
Yeah, cheap wine and a beer. That's
normal.
That's what they think. You know, we like to order a bottle of champagne. That's why we know that people are always react like that.
What do you think about the stereotype that Dutch people they like to save money? They are cheap.
True. Oh yeah.
This is not a multiple choice question. True.
That is true.
Cheap. Yeah, we like discounts.
Well, that's
Who doesn't like a
the type
discount?
I am, I think.
Finally found you. You are Dutch after all.
Yeah.
They don't count the money, but they don't want to spend it.
No.
That's the other way around.
I mean, Dutch people in general would pick the cheapest thing in the supermarket and those kind of things, yeah. That's also a reason why the supermarket in the Netherlands is quite, in general, quite cheap.
Really looking for the cheap things that you can buy, but at the other side, also spending large amounts of money on holidays and stuff.
We also say like, don't be so Dutch, you know, say it to each other, or say like, that's a really Dutch thing to say or to do. And when it comes to like being greedy and with money and stuff.
I always find it interesting because I feel like Dutch people earn quite a lot, but then there is this stereotype that they really like to get a good sale and get things cheaper and actually brag about that they got the cheapest thing. I heard that.
This is so true. I'm just telling you, we got some Dutchies that jump into our pub chats in the Discord and with their groceries and say, how much do you think I got all of this for? And sometimes it's shocking. The value is so cheap.
Is that true?
Yeah, that happens too.
So when you get a compliment about your clothes, first thing you say how much it was, and it's actually nicer if it was cheap. That's
I
like
do that.
Like, oh yeah, I bought it in the sale, 40% off, and then everybody's like, oh, you got it in the sale for 40% off? Oh my god, that's so nice.
I could live here. I do that too as well. I think it makes sense. I mean, if you paid a lot of money for it, then what's so cool about it, right?
Yeah.
Why is that? Because I feel like Dutch people earn quite a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true. They don't want to spend it because when you're not spending it, you keep it and it's there when you're old.
Why would you spend it today if you could save it for tomorrow?
Maybe we used to be Protestant country and a bit Calvinist, and there's also being very economic about your expenses.
I just think they like to negotiate, that's all.
We like to negotiate too. I'm a haggler all day long.
In Holland we have a word, it's called genieten. And there's not really an English word for it, but it just means having a good time, and a lot of Dutch people tend to focus their life on genieten. Enjoy the sun.
Enjoying the moment, I think,
really,
right?
and be in the moment.
Isn't there another word for it?
Yeah, we also have gezellig, yeah.
So you have a lot of words for having a good time.
Yeah, actually.
So you really want to have a good time.
But I think genieten is more...
Gezellig is the word, not genieten. Yeah, it's gezellig.
And I think genieten is more from the inside, that you enjoy the moment. And gezellig is like the circumstances you are in are gezellig.
Yeah. So I know better Dutch than you.
Oh, she flipped it around. More Dutch than the Dutch.
Als je bitch wil chillen is het geen probleem, dan ga ik
Hey, she definitely out-Dutched the Dutch there at the end. 100% a cool look at it. It's always fun to see different people's takes on it, especially the Dutch people. A lot of you think the same. A lot of you, I don't know. You're a different species up there. You're a different pack of animals. It's just, I've never seen so many people out having fun, enjoying themselves. Like having that work and life balance. Just being direct. Let's not beat around the bush. Why waste time? Time is valuable. And it's okay to want to look for a deal. It's okay to want to find the cheapest thing. The rest of the world's tired of being ripped off. They're all doing the same thing. We're all going and looking for the sales, going through the ads. I want to know what I'm going to go. And then, of course, you guys on your shopping bill, you get to see exactly what you're gonna if it's on the shelf, you can tally it up on yourself. You already know what you're gonna pay. You don't have to wait for all the extra taxes on the end of it. Maybe if the rest of the world wasn't so busy trying to coddle people and tiptoe around things. We can't, you got to be sensitive to people's feelings. You can't hurt people's feelings. Maybe if the rest of the world did that, we would all be able to spend some time in the sun. We would all have more time to ourselves. We would have a greater respect of one another. I don't know. The Dutch that we know are amazing people. I definitely enjoy all of you. Shout out to all my Discord peeps that I mentioned. Get over and show dating beyond borders all the love of the world. Smash the like button if you liked it, the dislike button, but I won't believe you. Go get yourself a bread or some cheese. Till the next one, I'm Combustible. You guys be happy, healthy, safe. I love you to the moon, the back. Peace.